Welcome to Ferns Lodge on New Year's Day 2020. We're just going to have a look, and here's Ghillie the Labrador. He's going to come too. So very grey, little bit of rain here and there, and here we have a very wintry garden. Because it's been so mild, we've still got roses out in the top garden. There's even one there up by the house, but everything is being covered in green moss as we go through the winter. There's our cypress, and here we are in the top half-acre garden and looking at all the oak trees which have now shed their leaves and left most of them on the ground. I'm very happy with the way that this shrubbery has come together, and you can see that the monster job of chipping and soon composting has begun. So we're going to go through our little gate, and now we're in the garden in restoration. This new main bed has been cleared, cut back and chipped, ready for the next season. And we're now looking at the bones of this old and still very wild garden. We've been cutting up a few logs for the house, and Ghillie is roaring ahead, and this is our famous first oak tree to be saved and uncovered from masses and masses of laurel and down into the bottom meadow. This is the first of the winter projects. We've done a cutback here, and we have an oak tree that we're hoping is going to, just there on the left, which we're hoping is going to straighten up. The bees are going to move slightly, and we've cut back the elderflower and taken away all of the brambles from these amazing Monterey pine stumps to make a stumpery. And there we are. In the work area, we've got a huge amount of chip from other works that we've done. And I'm also really pleased with the treehouse, which I have borocoled, and it has not turned green, which is fabulous. Here on the ground, if you come and look, you can see evidence of the badgers. And now we're going down into the wild meadow, and here is the tree fern, and lots of bulbs are starting to appear. And then we're down, and you can see the sculpture, the Rosie Musgrave sculpture, which is shiny bright with all of the rain that we've had. And then you look back and see the rest of the wood and the wild area as yet to be tackled. And then you can just spy the next and very much bigger project that we have undertaken, which has been a huge challenge because of the enormous amount of wet. I just love these home oaks. They never lose their foliage, and they just brighten everything up. They're really dramatic in the winter. And then here we go, and this has been super difficult. This is the old vegetable garden, which we've cleared to an extent. This hollow is from a diseased tree that we took down, and this is a Dutch barn that is going to be full of things from the main barn in a little while. And this will be vegetable garden, and where that alarming amount of foliage is will be a greenhouse one day. We have put down a driveway. This is on membrane because we don't want to disturb the roots of any of the trees, and it's been so wet that we haven't been able to roll it. And here, this has been chipped. We've created a prickly area with some lovely plants to go with our 120-some-year-old date palm. I've also planted laurel, can't believe I have, to make a laurel hedge on this corner. And you can see it is super, super muddy, and we are struggling to get moved on with this project. We have to be ready for the end of May when we're open for the NGS. And then we go back into the main garden, and what's really lovely is there are loads and loads of bulbs, little green shoots just peeping up. And there is our little barn, and we're trying to keep as much as we can in the way of foliage off the lawn. And actually it's grey and it's dismal, but you can just see the promise of what we might see next summer at Ferns Lodge. Welcome to 2020, and we'll see you in May.